We open on some spies of indeterminate accent stealing secrets of some kind.
Come on.
Ah, this must be it.
How can you tell?
It includes the candy coating for the pill, and we were told that Mr. Terrific insists the pill be candy coated.
Wait, Candy coated is Carter Nash's girlfriend. No, that's Carmel Kane. No, wait.
All right, very good. When Henri makes up the first batch, be sure he dips each pill in the candy coating twice. After all, if the pill works for only one man in the entire world, the new employer of Mr. Terrific, whoever he may be, will want to keep him happy. Come on.
New employer? Does Stanley know about this? Reed calls Stanley and warns him that the formula's been stolen. He's afraid the thieves may try to kidnap him and make him do their bidding, either by force or by brainwashing. Unfortunately, he forgot to tell Stanley any of that and just says be on your guard. For what, Stanley doesn't know. Cut to our villains.
Che cosa? You would think the man was inventing the pill, not making it. Henri! Henri!
Hey, what? This time I have finally got it, mes amis. This batch of pills will be absolutely perfect right down to the candy coating.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, all we have to do is to find Mr. Terrific, either persuade him by various means to join our forces, or brainwash him and sell his services to the highest bidder.
His name is Signore Exposizione. His lady friend says, yeah, all we have to do is find one man in 180 million. But Don Plot Dump has an idea.
We know that Mr. Terrific is under control of secret projects. Now, by trailing Mr. Reed of that government agency, it is merely a matter of time until he leads us to the young man in question.
And we all know how careful Reed and Trent are when they contact Stanley. Reed approaches Stanley at the station, cleverly disguised as a TV repairman who looks exactly like Mr. Reed. He gives Stanley a pill and says, go to the UN and pull the door off a particular safe. Stanley heads off to do so.
That's right. Alan Stanley's service station.
Yes, that is who you think it is. It's Newkirk from Hogan's Heroes. I forget what he did after that.
Reed went in there a few moments ago dressed as a TV repairman.
A TV repairman?
Well, I figured he's either in disguise or he's moonlighting.
As I said, clever disguise.
Wait a minute. Well, now I've seen everything.
Max, what is it?
Either the craziest looking bird in the world, or I've just seen Mr. Terrific take off.
We have found him.
So they're going to do some checking and discover that Stanley is Mr. Terrific, right?
I've been checking around, Claude, and the station is owned and operated by two young men, Al Walters and Stanley Beamish. One of them must be Mr. Terrific.
All right. Now, you know what to do. How much time will you need?
Well, if it takes me more than half an hour, I should be sent back to, what do you call it in this country? The minor leagues.
Our subplot this week has Hal trying to teach Stanley how to break the ice with women. Nina drives into the station where Stanley tries to work some Hal magic. It doesn't work, especially after she gets a look at Hal.
How'd you do? Not too well. But I did get her phone number. So fast. How'd you manage that? I saw it. There's a phone in the car.
Hey, quick, what's the number?
JLK 666.
Don't go away. Lesson number 2.
Of course, Hal calls the number.
Hello?
Hello there, lovely lady. Guess who this is?
Who is speaking, please?
Well, I have coal black hair, flashing white teeth, I work in a gas station, and if you don't go out with me, I just may kill myself.
Ah, well, in that case, so I do not have you on my conscience. May I suggest that you hang up the phone in that little office and join me in this big car?
Cue the mistaken identity of Mr. Terrific in 3, 2, 1.
You'll see a most fascinating picture.
I will. I don't see anything.
Keep watching it. You will. Why are you getting sleepy?
I'm not getting sleepy.
You're getting very, very sleepy.
Listen, let's forget about this good luck charm stuff. Why don't we just cement our new friendship with a little
Sleep.
All too soon they realize Hal isn't the guy they want. She returns to the station and starts trying to seduce Stanley. Just then, Reed calls to warn him about her and explains that they've probably kidnapped Hal. He says stall her until we can get a car there to follow you.
Shall we go for a little ride now, darling?
A ride? That sounds swell. If you'll just wait till I find someone to mind the station while I'm gone.
But if you are the man I think you are, you'll come with me now. Or never.
Never.
Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait for me, wait!
That car better hurry. He gets in and she pulls out the bauble again.
And sleepier. And sleepier. And you're asleep. Fool.
It doesn't work on everybody. One year a hypnotist came to the county fair where we were living, and there were several people that he just couldn't put under. They have a bowl full of pills nearby, and they give him one.
Get up and show us a feat of strength.
Anything you say.
Here's Mr. Perfect. That's right. I'm not under hypnosis either. Yeah. Okay, where's my friend Hal? You heard me. Where's Hal?
I don't understand. My power's going off.
Turns out that was a minimal dose, just enough to verify his identity. They tie him up and put him in a room with Hal the pigeon. Despite having his hands tied behind him, Stanley discovers that the door is unlocked and gets it open.
The pills.
Stanley powers up and dives out the window just as the bad guys come out. His method of subduing them is different, to say the least.
Stanley. What's going on, my boy? Oh, hi, Mr. Reed, Mr. Trent. Just a second.
Reed and Trent found the place by tracing Nina's license plate, which Stanley gave them back at the station. They wrapped things up except for one small loose end.
Have you seen Hal?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, he's across the way in a park, sitting on a statue.
Oh, well, that's all right, Mr. Trent. You see, he thinks he's a pigeon.
They are a pair, aren't they, BJ?
Hal was adopted by 3 little old ladies and lived happily ever after on that statue. He might as well, for all the depth he or any of the other characters has. We still aren't going anywhere, we're just jumping from one anecdote to another with no real continuity beyond the basic setting. 8 episodes in, we should know a lot more about these people, but they're still two-dimensional. At this point, I would usually say, let's change the channel to Captain Nice and see if they're doing any better in that department. Today I can't do that because I cannot find a copy of episode 8 in English to save my life. The episode is called That's What Mothers Are For, and the basic plot is available all over the internet. Unfortunately, basic plots aren't enough to make fun of for 5 minutes or so. The good news is, this seems to be the only episode with that problem, so we'll be back to our regular format next time. Until then,